Hi, this is Renee with Friendly Farm Mini Homestead. As many of you guys have seen in my most recent videos, I have baby chicks. And unfortunately, some of my chicks have developed pasty butt. If you're not familiar with pasty butt, well, let me explain it to you here. So basically on the back side of the chicken, they have what we call a vent. That is the area where the chicken excretes, but also where the eggs come out in the hens. In baby chicks, their vents are very immature, and what can happen is they will get poop that sticks to the vent and does not allow excretion. Pasty butt can occur due to stressful environments. It could be if you have an animal or a chick that is very sick and has any kind of like a bacterial infection, or they have diarrhea. It also can occur from overheating and improper diet, okay? If the chick is being fed the wrong kind of food, or they're in a situation where the hygiene of their living situation is not good, pasty butt can occur, okay? Now, it also occurs in chicks that have the most perfect environment. It's part of them just being little babies, y'all, okay? But again, a stressful environment is probably the most common. So let me show you this chick and you'll get an idea of what pasty butt looks like, okay? Now I'm going to show you the back end if the little chick will sit still there. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, so you see the poop is stuck to her vent. Now this is a pretty minor occurrence of pasty butt, but I do have another chick that it looks worse. So I'm going to show you guys how to treat this. All right, so the items that you're going to need to clean the pasty butt is you're going to need a nice, soft, gentle cloth, preferably one that you're going to throw away. I also like to use some warm water. I have some Q-tips available, and also just a little bit of some gentle soap to be able to put it on the rag and kind of gently rub and kind of scrub this off. So you want to be extremely gentle when you are doing this. You don't want to be forceful. You don't want to just rip it off, because sometimes that dried poo can actually be attached to their intestine. And if you go just ripping it off, wouldn't be good, y'all. You're gonna also irritate the vent and it can make it bleed. And then on top of that, once you create a wound, now all the other baby chicks are gonna be pecking it. So you wanna be real gentle. Another thing I'm probably gonna do at the very end is put just a little tiny dollop of some coconut oil, just to kind of, you know, soothe the vent, especially if it looks like it's irritated when I get done. All right, so first thing is we're gonna get the warm water, y'all. I've already ran that water, so it's nice and warm already. Get my rag wet. You want to make sure that your water is warm, not hot. You don't want fried chicken, y'all. We just want to just moisten this real gently, okay? Let me get her flipped over here. Oh, you're okay. I know it's terrible, Mommy. Awful. All right. So I like to do this over the sink. Some people say, oh, that's kind of gross, but whatever. This is what I do. I'm going to clean the sink with bleach when I get done, y'all, okay? So basically, like I said, I've got a little bit of soap on my rag, and just very gently, y'all. Very gently. Get that nice and wet and kind of get that poo off of there. If you get the chick really wet, you want to make sure that you use a hair dryer on a very low setting and dry your chick back off. But this one is going to be minimal wetness. And then of course when I'm done here in a second, I'll use a cloth and dry her bottom. Also got a little Q-tip here, kind of cleaning the rest of that off. There's just a little teeny tiny piece left on there. I'm not going to rip that off. I don't think it's going to come loose very easy. Yep, it did. Just came right off. All right, so her bottom looks pretty good now. But like I say, I'm going to put just a little tiny bit of coconut oil on her bottom. Now, some people say don't do that. Some people say do that. I'm doing it just in case any more poo gets on her bottom. Hopefully it will just slide right off, okay? You don't want to put so much that this is inside the vent, because you don't want to block the vent with the coconut oil. And then I'll just kind of dry that back off, all right? And she's in good shape. See that? So you can see the back of her vent now. It's nice and clean, okay, even though she's wet. Let me dry her off just a bit and put her back in there with the rest of them, back up under the heater, and let me get the next one. All right, so now I'm back. Look at this beauty, y'all. She sure is pretty, isn't she? Looks like she's got makeup on. And she's got kind of a, I call it a piebald, where she's got the patchwork colors on her face. Of course, she's not going to look like this when she gets to be grown, but I think she's an awful beautiful chick. So, but anyway, let me show you her bottom, because hers is much worse than the other one, y'all. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let's get her in place here. There we go. Look at that. Oh, that's a lot worse, y'all. So again, she's eating, she's running around playing like the rest of them are, but gotta take care of that bottom, y'all. Okay, so let's do this one. This one I'm going to try to do the same way as the last one, but this one's being a little bit more severe. I may have to run her bottom under the warm water and try to get this off. Okay. All right, we're going to try this again with the same thing with this one, but like I say, her bottom's quite a bit worse, so I don't know. We'll see. Hold on here, Mommy. Let's get you turned over. Hopefully you guys can see this. Like I said, just trying to be very, very, very gentle. Yeah, this is not budging, so I'm going to have to do this one under the warm water. Let me turn you guys just a little bit here. There we go. Yeah, she's not going to be happy at all. Coming loose finally. Like I said, just be just as gentle as you can. There we go. Oh, I bet that feels better. My goodness. Yeah, vent's a little bit irritated. All right, let me rinse her off just a little bit. Oh no, Mommy, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness sake, girl. A little bit so yucky. All right, let me get a clean cloth and dry her off, but I'm gonna also use my hair dryer on low. I'm going to dry off her bottom, okay? So I'm sure she kind of salty right now. She's not real happy. Be right back. I want to show you guys something on this little chick. She's not real happy right now, so we're going to make this quick. But as many of you guys have heard of chickens having what they call a crop, okay? So basically, when you're dealing with a chicken, they don't have stomachs like we do, or like a cow or any other animal. They have a crop, and inside the crop, which is at the base of their neck, they have what they call the gizzard. And the gizzard is like I call it a mortar and pestle. And basically, it helps to grind up the food when they get grit inside it. So let me show you her crop. Because you guys, if you ever seen this, see that lump right there? That's her crop. That's where her food is, because she just ate right before I did this. So just thought I'd show it to you. So anyway, let me get her dry with the blow dryer. I'm going to turn the volume off because I'm sure you guys don't want to listen to that. All right. Had to give her a little sauna treatment, y'all. She got too cold. She's okay. She's just a little mad. So she's nice and dry now. She's fluffy again. Okay. So as you can see, her vent is nice and clean. I hope y'all can see that. So she's in much better shape now. And keep her warm here. So what I did with the washcloth is I just took the dry washcloth and put it in the microwave for about 60 seconds and then just wrap her with it just to warm her body back up. So, but anyway, I hope you guys will like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching my channel and supporting me. And thank you for watching my video. Hopefully you guys learned something today and you guys have a good day. Bye. Want to do a part 2, y'all. Give you an update. Let you know how my girl's doing here. There she is right there in the middle. She's back to normal, y'all. So when I did her spa treatment, or sauna treatment as I call it, I used 2 dry washcloths. And I put one in the microwave for 60 seconds and then wrapped it around her. And then while that was cooling off, I did the same thing with the second and just kept alternating until she was nice and warm. Actually, her feathers dried much better doing that than it did with the hair dryer. The hair dryer seemed to traumatize her and did not do so well. So just let you know, that would be my word of advice. And actually, that is a lesson learned for myself for today. All right, y'all. Have a good day. Bye.